Okay.
All right, it is time to wrap up technical text. If you've been in person, we have um, taken a technical text bundle test or end of the unit assessment. If you haven't came to do that yet, you'll do it on your in-person day on Wednesday, Thursday. But your home days, whether it's Wednesday, Thursday, and everybody's Friday, we want you to complete this project. Okay, and this is a required project. It's not optional.
Yeah,
We expect
it's part of
everyone.
your grade.
It is part of your grade, so it must get completed. Okay, everybody needs to do this. But we've given you a couple of choices. So we're going to talk through choice one, and then we'll go through choice two. You want to start choice
Sure.
one?
One thing you can do is write your own how-to text. Now, pick something that is relatively simple
Yeah.
that you know how to do.
You don't want to do the 3-tier carrot cake.
No,
That's all these steps. And
you know, somebody did, in journal writing, we did the how to carve a pumpkin. That was very simple. It's a simple something that we all know how to do. And you all did a great job, like writing it with, you had titles, you had bulleted lists with supplies, you had numbered steps. That's what we're going for. We want you to come up with something simple that you know how to do, and then make a technical text about it. You need to make sure you have a title. Make sure that you put some headings like supplies or materials or ingredients, depending on if it's a recipe or an experiment or an art project. Then put your numbered steps in there, your bulleted list.
You may or may not have bold words. The example that we've got in here, I didn't add bold words because I didn't see any words that I thought were important words to bold. But
if you have some, you go for it. You could put pictures in if you've made. If you're doing the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, I think that's our example, right, Ms. Mom? If you're doing the peanut butter and jelly sandwich, you might make a picture of you spreading the peanut butter on the bread. Use your Chromebook, make the picture, insert it, put that beside step 2 or wherever that goes. Put a picture of your finished project in there so that we can see those
text features.
Those text features. You can see the steps in the process.
And Ms.
Okay?
Taylor, I'm going to.
Sure.
So when you have this assignment, if you chose choice one, then on the assignment board, you'll click on choice one. Now it's just going to be a blank Google Docs because this is where you're going to write and this is where you're going to add your text features. And like Ms. Taylor said, you could go to insert image. You can use your camera to take pictures. You might search the web for
if you're just doing peanut butter jelly sandwich and you want a cute illustration, you could probably find one that way.
So, for example, our example for choice one, simple peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Title. I added just a little quick introduction. You may not, whatever. Kind of a diagram of what a peanut butter and jelly sandwich would be. Got the heading, bulleted list of the ingredients. Another heading, the numbered steps, simple. And then just a picture of the finished project. And I just did it by searching the web and inserting my picture that way. But
either way, totally fine.
That is
that's up to you all. So that's part one, choice one. Then you're going to go to Flipgrid, and you're going to make a video of
may or may not.
Yeah, I'm trying to see. Yeah, it would let you go in as a student now, I think. Yeah, it's going in.
Oh, because there we are.
Yeah.
Woo! It's been a long day of making videos today.
Double take here, guys. Yeah. But it will let you click on that record a response, and when you get ready to record your response, you can show us your finished project. If whatever you made, whether it's your art project, your science experiment. If it's something really fast, you can do it in front of us.
Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I could have made a video of me making the peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
If it takes too long to do, then you get a couple of choices. If you want to get fancy, you could start your video. I could do it on making biscuits. That's what I thought of. And I could show me dumping all the ingredients in, and then I could pause my video, and then I get it all rolled out, and I could start my video again. And I could just talk about it. I made biscuits. Here's my finished project, and show us. But then also, if you can, I think some of you tech savvy kids, and you know who you are. You can also, when you're recording, import a picture in there. You could make a picture of your technical text that you wrote and show that in your video as well.
Yeah.
If you need help with the technology part, let us know. We'll do the best we can.
At the very minimum, talk about these answers to these questions. What are you making? Tell us what you're making. Tell us the text features in the text you had, whether it was the one that you're writing, or the other choice if you find one. And then, the steps that you took, and then make sure you have the picture of, or that you're holding up whatever you made. Show us what you made to prove that you really did do it. So that was the Flipgrid.
Choice 1.
Yeah.
Now you get to go to choice 2.
Choice 2, rather than writing your own text feature or technical text, you could just find one. And it could be.
And I mean, literally, I just looked over here on Miss Milam's cabinet and was like, oh, here's one. It is, let's see. Oh, I'm doing pretty good.
It's making a smoothie, isn't it?
I think so. It says, make a tree treat is what they call it. So I could go, this is my technical text. There's a title, make a tree treat. There is a list of ingredients there. It's not bulleted, but they did make it a list. The steps down here are not written like with numbers, but it tells me what I'm going to do first. Mix the ice cream, orange juice, cinnamon, and banana in a blender. Make sure I have an adult to help me. Take it out of the blender, put it in a cup, and top it with nuts. So I'm going to kind of talk about it and what text features. I hope you find one that maybe is a little higher quality.
Yeah, and you can Google. I mean, my goodness, you can type in simple crafts for kids. You could type in
simple science experiments for kids, simple recipes
for kids.
You could go to Epic. On Epic, there are hundreds
of how-to text.
There are how to draw things. There are how to make crafts. There are recipes. There's tons. You can go to Epic. Just remember, if you're using Epic at home, it needs to be during school hours.
Right.
So if you can't find it there, Miss Milam, just go to the internet real quick. Let's Google.
So I can just search for easy recipes for kids. And I'm even going to use kids to make, not just kids to eat. And honestly, that's what I did for like the recipes stuff that we used on Monday in our video. But
then we're just going to pick a link.
I think it was this Food Network that actually I used because it had some pretty good ones. And well,
there's a gallery, I think, of choices that we could like scroll through and decide what we wanted to make.
Joe sliders, yeah.
And then if we click down there, it'll take us to
get the recipe if I want to make this taco cheeseburger. Maybe it's loading
and loading and loading. Here we go.
So, here here's my heading with my ingredients, they've got a check mark bulleted list. Here's my numbered steps.
There's a photograph
that would help me. They even have a video. Yes. It would be a hyperlink really to a video of how to make it, which was good. So you just have to find a piece of text, and then if you did this one, you're on choice 2. You're going to click this record sheet, and you need to complete the record sheet like we did a couple weeks ago with some Epic books.
It's just your scavenger hunt.
What was the title? What title did you find? How did it help you? What heading did you find? How did it help me? Be specific about, don't just say, tells me what the text is about.
Tells me how to make the smoothie, or tells me how to make the taco cheeseburgers.
Then you will go, which tab? You're going to create that video on Flipgrid of you making whatever it was, or the finished product, and you talking about that text you used and the scavenger hunt you went on.
I'm excited to see some recipes because I always like a good recipe, but I also love science experiments and craft projects. So I cannot wait to see what you all make. We'll be anxious to watch them.
You've got 2 home days to do this on. Don't save it to Friday, because Fridays sometimes get dumped as busy, and then we get busy personally and don't do all of our schoolwork on Friday.
So if I were you, I would do step 1 of either project.
I'd probably do 1 and 2.
I'm trying to look. Yeah. Yes. Do step 1 and 2. Do that on your first home day. And then the second home day, make your flip grid.
Mhm.
And, you know, I'm okay with Miss Malum if you need parents to help you a little bit more with this.
Absolutely.
If you want to do it over the weekend,
Absolutely.
it's okay if it's turned in by Monday morning.
Yeah.
We understand that.
Mhm.
We're not going to be in a twit if it's not done Friday afternoon, but we need it by Monday. It's part of your grade.
And yeah, and guys, if by Monday you haven't done it, we're going to be texting parents saying we've not completed this project. It was a required part of the grade, and save us a little time, save your parents us hassling them by just doing it. Ask for help if you need help, and we'll do our best to help you. Okay. All right. Have fun, and we will be anxious to see some of your projects.